I'm out of the more decoys.
Oh, because oh, you were Mirage. I thought you were the flying chick. Oh my goodness.
No way.
No way.
There's no way. What the fuck? No my, you guys are trash. Hi humans, Apoc here. Welcome to the Revenant Reborn Ultimate Guide. Now I'll be showing you how to use Revenant and how I personally like to play him. If the video does help you out in any way, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, this is more for like mid to beginner level players. You know, people with a like diamond above probably won't need this, but you know, if you are new to playing Revenant and you don't know his abilities, then this might help you too. But let's just get straight into it. So first of all, he's passive. Assassin's Instinct. Highlight nearby visible enemies who are low on health. And also, you crouch walk faster and have improved wall climbing. So the first bit, right? It says when they're basically low on health, they get highlighted. It's not going to work in firing range, but basically when you get into around, I'm not sure the exact number, but like I said, maybe around like 30 health or less, right? They're going to be highlighted for a little bit, and when they're highlighted, you'll be able to see like where they are for like a limited amount of time. For about like 2 to 3 seconds, and it's very useful. It's like another wall hack, I guess, but it's gonna help you determine if you want to continue pushing or if you want to back off. But they are going to be very weak, so I'm gonna show you a clip now and basically of how I played, and you're gonna see I notice he's weak and I take the risk to go for it, and you'll see what happens. So yeah, in that clip, as you see, I literally went for him. He did have a teammate, but I was like, I know he's weaker than me, and I can see him through the wall. I'm just gonna rush him, and it worked. It doesn't work every time, because if he runs into his teammate, like there's sometimes where that can happen, and you know, if he's with his team, they can fuck you up. But oh, sorry, if he's with his team, they can mess you up. But yeah, so that's why that's very good. He has, remember, they have to be at a certain health as well. You can't just, it doesn't just work like Maggie's passive. But now we're moving on to his second ability, passive, which is you crouch walk faster and have improved wall climbing. Now, let's tackle the crouch one first. So if you don't know, Revenant crouch walks really fast, right? So use your normal walk speed. Right, and then this is your crouch speed. He crouches the same speed as he walks, but it looks like he's going faster than he is. But he still is going faster than any other legend when crouching. So this is useful when you want to play stealthy. Like, it's really good for routing as well. Like, let's say for example, you know, there's a team right here on the sandbags. They're looking over there. Right, what you want to do is you want to crouch, and you just want to like. Okay, you kind of slid there, but you want to crouch, and you just want to just walk. Like, they're barely going to notice you or hear you. It's so effective. Not enough people do this. It's very situational, but at the same time, you know, it's very, very good. On top of that, Revenant has the fastest strafe speed in the game. You know, if you notice, but if you strafe with Revenant, it's his walk speed, so it goes faster. So like, look, if I strafe like this, right? And then let me switch to SMG, and then I crouch and do it. You see that? I don't know if you notice, but it's basically the same speed. And like if you use any other legend, their speed's gonna be slowed. Then let me switch with other legend.
If Kuben Bliss couldn't kill me in the Thunderdome, do you
Look
really
at that,
think
right?
a
Walk
flesh
speed.
wound here could?
And then look, I crouch. Look how slow it is. Look how slow it is when I crouch. And when I stand up. But Revenant is like this all the time. So it's extremely useful, but it's very, very situational. Because when you're crouched, your head, like you have a massive hitbox. Look at this guy here. Yeah, when you're usually aiming for someone's head, but if you shoot their belly and they crouch, you end up shooting their head instead. So is very like a double-edged sword. If in right situations, you can use it really good, really effectively. It's really good on Wingman. I think Wingman's like one of the best weapons for it. But if you're playing with like a very high level skilled lobby, I wouldn't recommend using it too often because they'll beam you and you know they can aim really good. But if you're on like plat or below, then I would say it's fine to do it. Obviously, it just depends on the players you're fighting against. But I mean, there's pros and cons to it. It's just you decide when you want to strafe. But remember, you have a massive hitbox when you're doing it, but you also strafe faster. So yeah, that's his crouch walk. On top of that, because he just moves faster while crouching compared to any other legend. What you want to do is, let's say for example, you take damage. Most legends, all legends would, you know, bat, and you don't want to do that. If whenever you're healing a Revenant, 9 times out of 10 you want to crouch. So if you get damage, crouch walk. Look how fast you go. Look how fast you go crouch walking.
Shields are low, recharging.
This is how fast you go, right? Let me switch to another legend and show you how different it is.
Stop flying.
Crouch walk.
Gives a sick.
Look how slow I am.
Shields.
I can't even make it past this little fucking checkpoint. So yeah, whenever you're Revenant, make sure you crouch walk when you're healing, because it is very, very effective. So that's also another tip. And onto his final passive ability, he's wall climb, which is very good. Now let's say there's an enemy up here, right? What you want to do is, Revenant's really good for taking angles, right? That's the he's an assassin, so he can take angles. He can go to different like structures and basically just play outside the box. So if say your team are over here and there's a gap here, right? You got a couple options, but the first option is you want to climb. So obviously you can just climb up. If he's not looking at you as well, you climb up, then boom, kill him. Right, option 1. Then there's option 2, which you can they buffed his horizontal climb. So option 2 is you can actually go all the way around. You can climb and then say, wait, I'm gonna go around because he sees me, and just go completely round. Sometimes it's hard to control, especially on controller. But you can just go all the way around and boom. He's focused over here. He hasn't noticed you've literally just climbed all the way around. So I'm gonna show you again. It's so effective. Right, that's option 2. So you can just climb normally, or you can go around. And then option 3 is using his pounce ability to obviously get up there or just get an advantage. Get it and then climb. So those are 3 options for trying to tackle certain situations and get certain angles. So his wall climbing ability is very useful. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I won't get too much into it, but he can go really, really high. We'll see if we can climb somewhere really high. We're gonna see if we can climb this, to be honest. I don't know if it will push me off, but let me show you how high you can go. I don't know the exact number, but I mean, he can go higher than this, 100%. He can go higher than that, but it's very high. He can go, generally speaking, anyway. So it's just good to remember, play angles. If you're fighting in buildings where like that's big, like buildings like these, but there's also like bigger ones, you want to get high ground, because obviously high ground wins a lot of fights. Remember, you climb faster and higher, so go for the high ground. And let's get straight onto his next abilities. He's tactical. Now, he's tactical. Shadow Pounce. Unleash a powerful pounce forward. Hold to charge for further distances. Now, there's a couple things about this pounce. You can choose how far you go, and obviously you can charge it up. But there's a way to manipulate how you move, which I found. I had to change my sensitivity to really understand it, but I'll see if I can show you guys. It might be difficult to understand, but obviously, if you hold his pounce, right? If you press his, if you hold his pounce, you wait like 3-4 seconds. You get the glowing hands, and then you go.
You can't escape.
You pounce, which is very fun, really cool, right? Now,
No matter how many times I retire, I just keep coming back for more.
let's just say you just tap it.
Can't I just
But this guy is loud as hell. If you just tap it, right?
no escape?
You still go pretty far, to be fair.
Go here.
You know, you go around 20 meters. That's pretty far. So if you just tap it, that's what happens, right? Now, I'm going to show you how you manipulate how you go. So I'm going to show you two sets of examples here. Now, this could backfire very easily, but I'm pretty sure I've trained myself pretty well to understand how this works. So, first thing is, obviously you want to charge it, right? Now, watch this one, right?
Just try and escape.
That was pretty good, right? I'm pretty far. As I should.
I have come to save the day. Maybe.
Now, I might still go as far, but I want to see.
There is none.
I want to show you guys. Where did I jump from? Was it here? It was here. Right? Okay.
You won't escape.
Okay, you clearly notice a difference, right? Clearly notice a difference. And so some people may be really simple to tell, but for some it might not be. Now, the direction you look and how you flick your screen, it sounds weird, is kind of the trajectory you're going to go. So if I look up, right? If I look up, like up here,
Can't escape.
I'm going to go high, but I'm not going to go as far. Now, sometimes in a certain situation, you can go really high and far. But as you can see, I went really high, but I didn't go too far. Now, I'm waiting for my thing to charge again. And what I'd like to do, for me to get a lot of distance, I like to look at the ground, and just before I let go, I look just a bit up. So, look, usually I would just, well, most people just look up like this. But if you want to gain the speed that I did in the first bit, you want to look down, and then you want to flick
No
up. Like,
escape.
see how I just like go further, I go way further. Now,
If Kuben Blisk couldn't
obviously,
kill me in the
to increase
Thunderdome,
your speed,
do
you
you
want
really think a
to,
fresh wound here
it's like an octane jump pad. You
You're
want to
wondering about an
like
afterlife.
crouch. You want to slide and do it. So I'm gonna slide and do it, and it just has that effect. It's like
There's no escape.
it like flushes you forward, right? I think when you don't get much height, you just go fast and you go far. When you get height, you're a bit slowered, and it's obviously situational. It's also what you want. If you're running from zone or something like that, then maybe you want that. But sometimes
Wondering about an
you want to go
There
like
is none.
like in a situation. If the guy's behind this building, I'm not gonna want to do this one, but I look down because I'm not gonna get any height. I need to look up, so I would look up
Just try and escape.
to then kill the guy. You know, so it does really come down to the situation you're in. That's how you manipulate his shadow pounce.
Run away, Rev.
Killed one. Can't escape. No escaping me. Can't escape. Recharging shields.
And obviously you can stick to walls, as I showed in that clip before. You can really really use it to your advantage. The shadow pounce along with the highlighted thing is such a good combo. Also with his ult. So let's get onto his ult. Forge shadows. Forge a shroud of hardened shadows around you that block damage and regenerate. Your shadows and tactical or fresh or knockdown. Now this is, I think, the best thing they've changed about Rev. Basically, it gives you a blue shield. Now, blue shield is 75%, right? 75.
Evo shield here.
So if you have a
Level
full-on
2.
red set, right, which is 125, plus the 75, right, that is basically giving you 200 shield, if my maths are correct. So when you pop the ult, you have this bubble around you, right?
Entering the
I mean, I can't really show it because I'm in the ult, but anyone can see the bubble around you. And it lasts for 25 seconds. And when you're in this state, you charge your Q faster. So look, every 10 seconds you get your Q, right? You get your Q faster, and you go slightly further if you can manipulate it, like I said before. Now maybe I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure you can go further in some instances. But his ult is very good for... It's good for a lot of things. It's good for running away. It's good for entering fights. It's literally like a Gibby arm shield, but better because he also has his Q that he gets really fast, right? So his ult is very, very effective.
Escape's not an option.
Just remember also when you knock someone, right, it goes back up.
Why can't I?
So I use my ult. We'll go down to whatever.
Casting a shadow.
Let's say I get a knock on this guy. We'll go back up to 25 seconds, and my shield will recharge. So your timer increases. I'm pretty sure. Your timer increases, and then your ability, your shield increases. So if someone shoots your shield, and then you get a knock, your shield goes back up to the top. But if let's say your shield is damaged, right, like a 30 or 40, I don't think it will recharge. But if your shield is completely broken and you haven't engaged in combat in a while, it will recharge on itself. So you gotta kind of pick and choose how you're gonna use that. But it's very effective, and it's literally like an extra shield. So if someone cracks you, you know, people they like to crack someone and then pounce on them. They crack you, just pop an ult straight away, and you've got a blue shield ready to go, ready for the fight. And if you can get a knock successfully, it's really good because you keep going. And along with the pounce, it's just such a good combo. I think Rev's in a really strong place right now for pubs and ranked. Comp, different story, but yeah. And that's pretty much it, really. His kit's pretty good. I like his kit. He's obviously he's a skirmisher now. He's on assault, which I'm sad about. But overall, Rev he's my main, so obviously I'm biased as hell. But I think he's great as hell. I say he's no lower than beta for sure. I say he's around. He's not S. He's probably like around B or A, in my opinion, for pubs and ranks anyway. I hope this video does help you out. Have any insight, any questions you have, feel free to ask. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.